Well, hello, my friends. How are you? I've missed you. This is me reading stuff. Who am I? My name's Robin. You probably don't even remember who the hell I am anymore. It's Robin O'Neill. I'm a lady, but deep inside, I feel more like a, 12 or 13-year-old boy. Pre-adolescent, is that adolescence? Pre-teen years, whatever that, what is that age group called? The weird years. All right, what else about me? Just a refresher course. I always loved coffee. I started drinking it when I was 15. I had to give it up in March. I've had no caffeine since March. Not even decaf tea or decaf coffee. I go caffeine free because even those decaffeinated beverages have a little caffeine and make my heart go crazy. Still eating pretty healthy, still loving big cats. I love tigers. I love domestic cats. I love watching Forensic Files. I love apples every day at anywhere from 4 to 5 p.m. I eat an apple. I just read The Shining for the first time. I love the movie, don't love the book. I can now say that definitively. Also, the only Stephen King I've ever read prior to this, The Shining, was his book, isn't it called On Writing? And I loved that book, but I've never gotten into reading Stephen King. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of Stephen King. I'd be interested in what listeners of me reading stuff think of him. It's funny, I haven't been on social media for a long time, and when I popped back in, I noticed like 5 of you posting about having a summer of Stephen King. Like book series, either audiobooks or the actual books, and I thought that was so bizarre because all of you who did that were artists, and there were seriously 5 people I follow. I don't remember who now, but I was just going, wow, I guess I'm a part of the club without knowing it. Okay, what else is going on with me? Well, obviously I'm on here, so that means I'm finally feeling a little bit better. Actually, a lot better, but I'm fearful of saying it out loud because every time I do, it gets terrible. So, yay, I'm better. That's huge. And if you're a newcomer to this podcast, I'm not going to dwell on this too long. Just know I've been very ill since March. And it's a serious heart condition. And I'm finally on some drug combos that seem to be making me feel like I can get through a day. So, hallelujah. Yippee-ki-yay. Here I am. I'm back. I'm ready to read. And you know what? I've been finally reading again, and not just The Shining. Other things that are more what I normally love to read. I've been engaged a lot more. I just feel it's amazing how illness brings you so far from yourself. And I'm not there anymore. I'm here. By the way, speaking of minor illnesses, so I've talked about this, how I have a lot of allergies. You may remember. I always am sneezing. You hear it in my voice. Remember, I'm obsessed with Kleenex. That's because I used to have to blow my nose every 2 seconds. Now I'm on some nasal sprays that seem to clear that up. Anyway, I was at the allergy doctor. I've never been to an allergist. And I went this week. And the nurse had this really extensive list of questions. It lasted about, I swear to God, it was 20 minutes of questions before I got to see the doctor. And they were all very professional medical questions. Except in the middle of all of this, this is also a professional medical question. She asked me how often I urinate. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on here before, so I guess I shouldn't be embarrassed to say it again. But I urinate a lot, way more than I feel like I should. But I think it's just because I drink gallons of water a day. I'm just always thirsty, which is probably some sort of weird issue too. If I don't have a sip of something every 10 minutes, I feel like I want to stay 3 minutes. I get crazy. I've never gotten in my car without a huge thing of water. So anyway, I'm honest. I tell this medical professional that I urinate a whole lot. I explain it to her. And as she's looking down, taking notes on what I'm saying, she goes, "So you're a pee-pee girl." And not much throws me off, but this did. I normally I just laugh at something that's ridiculous and funny right away, but I was stunned. And after the initial shock of it, I just said, I wanted to repeat it. I wanted to say it out loud, just like she did. I go, yeah, I guess so. I'm a pee-pee girl. And she just nodded very seriously and then started asking me the rest of the questions. I mean, pee-pee girl? It's a diagnosis, I guess. Robin O'Neill. That's me. I have ulcerative colitis, mitral valve prolapse, ankylosing spondylitis, and I'm a pee-pee girl. That sums me up. Before I start reading whatever I'm going to read to you today, which I don't even know what it's going to be yet, I wanted to tell you I was just doing my taxes, and I go through my receipts, and I found a receipt that doesn't even look like it would be mine. It's from January 3rd, and it says I went to some wine and spirit store, and now it is near my house, so I could see that happening. But anyway, it says I got 2 6-packs of Dos Equis and something at a deli. I don't know what that means. It says deli item for 75 cents. That sounds like chips. And that's it. I don't recall ever doing this. I mean, but the point is, on the back, in my own handwriting, here is, I'm going to call it a poem. I don't know what the hell this is. I do not remember writing any of it, and I have no recollection. It's the weirdest thing. Okay, it says, peak, in parentheses, top form, performance. Hello, chicken salad and tacos. Chicken salad, 1 pickle. No pregnancy. Find out who Cindy is, or was her name Susie? And how does one spell Susie? I spelled it 2 different ways, by the way. S-U-Z-I and then S-U-S-I-E. And will she receive my thank you letter if I don't know her last name? ? I remember finding out if Fatburger was in Dubai. Period. The end. What the hell is this all about? Top performance, chicken salad and tacos, 1 pickle, no pregnancy, who's Cindy, or is it Susie? How does she spell it? Will she get my thank you letter? The thing that makes me know this is me, A, I have weird handwriting, and B, I'm always thinking about thank you letters. I owe a lot of you thank you letters, by the way. I just want to thank everybody for sticking with me, and I want to apologize that I haven't been recording the podcast. I'm going to record twice this week, and then I'm going on the road. If you don't know, check me out on Instagram and Twitter, ROBYN_ONEIL, and you will see that I have my first big art book that came out this week. So if you look at me on any of those, I'm also on Facebook, but I don't like that as much, so I never tell people to go over there. But you can see the details, and you can order it for $50 through Archon Publications, Archon Projects, and I'm really proud of it. It's called 20 Years of Drawings, and it's a whole lot of my work from the last 20 years. And there's nothing like it out there in existence about my work. So if you listen and you know my work and you want to see that, check it out. And if you're in Texas, I'll be in Texas throughout most of September. And I'll be visiting every single city. San Antonio is not on the official list, but I will be seeing you in San Antonio as well. And San Antonio is my favorite city in Texas. So there was no way I was going to miss that. Plus my brother and his wife and my niece and nephew live there. So I'm so happy that that will be added to the list. I'll give you guys the details of that soon. All right, let me put you on pause. Let me figure out what I want to read to you guys today. Okay, I'm back. You guys, I can't believe I didn't say this before. I momentarily lost my mind and forgot that one of our great American poets, John Ashbery, died today, September 3rd. John Ashbery, I don't know if I've read him on this podcast before, but I believe I have. It's a shame if I haven't, and we're going to make up for that right now, if that's the case. He was born in 1927 in New York. He died today. He won the Pulitzer Prize for Poetry along with every other major award he could have won. I don't know what all I want to say about him, although it is a significant loss. Thank God he got to live until he was 90, and he was productive the entire time. And today I'm going to be reading you what I think is my favorite poem of his, which is called They Knew What They Wanted. And this is from Planisphere, which was published in 2008. And Echo, ECCO, was the publisher. I'm going to tell you something special about this poem when we're all done with it, if that's okay with you. Okay, here we go. They knew what they wanted. They all kissed the bride. They all laughed. They came from beyond space. They came by night. They came to a city. They came to blow up America. They came to rob Las Vegas. They dare not love. They died with their boots on. They shoot horses, don't they? They go boom. They got me covered. They flew alone. They gave him a gun. They just had to get married. They live. They loved life. They live by night. They drive by night. They knew Mr. Knight. They were expendable. They met in Argentina. They met in Bombay. They met in the dark. They might be giants. They made me a fugitive. They made me a criminal. They only killed their masters. They shall have music. They were sisters. They still call me Bruce. They won't believe me. They won't forget. So that is a poem, made up entirely of quotes, which is called a cento. I think that's how you pronounce it. But this is a poem. Every single line I just read is a movie title, believe it or not. So he was always working with strange influences from movies, oftentimes just little weird side stories in movies or weird lines that he heard in movies. And that's always been really inspiring to me because I guess I kind of talk about it on here a lot, but my daily influence comes so much from TV and movies, and not necessarily good ones, just whatever's entertaining me at the time. And even though I make drawings and not poems, they definitely make their way into my work a lot more than I kind of admit, but it's kind of filtered through a weird system where I'm turning words into something visual all the time. But, I mean, Dylan McKay from Beverly Hills 90210 has been an influence on countless drawings of mine. See if you can see it if you check out my book or if you ever look at my work online. By the way, I'm about to have a new website. I'm excited to talk about that, but I'll leave that for another time. Anyway, rest in peace, John Ashbery. You will be missed. And I'm really glad I got to finally read that poem to you guys. What else? I just hope you guys are doing okay. I want to thank you for your patience. Sorry I went over. If you're new, I tend to keep these under 10 minutes, but since I've been not around, I just feel very talkative and excited, and I hope this lasts. So thank you for all your well wishes and send me good energy. I'm sending it right back to you. I want to hear what you guys have been up to, so hit me up in the comments on Instagram or on Twitter. And thank you, as always, for subscribing. If you like this, the nicest thing you can do for me is tell other people about it or write a review. And I think I've gotten some more reviews even while I've been gone, and I haven't gotten to check those yet. So I appreciate that as usual. Remember to take good care of yourself. Remember that expectations are premeditated resentments. Remember that... What else can you remember? Oh, I've got a Leonard Cohen quote I'd like to tell you guys. In dreams, the truth is learned that all good works are done in the absence of a caress. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right, I'm thinking of you guys, Houston. I love you, Houston, and I am so sorry about what you're going through. Let me know what I can do to help when I am there, which will be shortly. All right, everybody, I'll talk to you later this week, okay? Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.